Here are 6 well-known books. I'm going to read the first line of these books, and all you have to do is guess which line belongs to which book. Okay, let's go. "Have you heard about our summer holidays yet, Mother?" said Julian, sitting at the breakfast table. That's from? Yep, 5 on a Treasure Island. Number 2. What a lot of hairy-faced men there are around nowadays. Any ideas? Yep, from Roald Dahl's The Twits. Number 3. Dorothy lived in the midst of the great Kansas prairies with Uncle Henry, who was a farmer, and Aunt Em, who was the farmer's wife. A very well-known one. This was from The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Very well done. Number 4. Mr. and Mrs. Brown first met Paddington on a railway platform. There was a big clue. Did you get it? Yep, a bear called Paddington. Number 5. When Mr. Bilbo Baggins of Bag End announced that he would shortly be celebrating his 11th birthday with a party of special magnificence, there was much talk and excitement in Hobbiton. Yep, there was a clue there as well. That was from The Hobbit. And finally, once there were 4 children whose names were Peter, Susan, Edmund and Lucy. And yes, you've guessed it, that's from The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. Did you get all 6? You can learn a lot from the first line of a book, can't you? You often meet main characters, or a big idea is talked about, or we get a feel for the sort of language the book is going to use. Over the past month, we've been learning about the life of Simon Peter and how he met and followed Jesus. We have heard about some of the big mistakes he made and some of the amazing things he saw, and how Jesus loved him and called him to be a fisher of men. In Peter's older years, he wanted to take the things he had learned from Jesus and share them with other people. So he wrote letters. We have 2 of those letters in the Bible. They're called 1 Peter and 2 Peter, which makes sense, I suppose. In the same way that the first lines of books give us lots of information, the first lines of Peter's letters also give us some information. We can learn some important things from these lines, and they're very similar. The first line of 1 Peter goes like this: "From Peter, an apostle of Jesus Christ." And the first line of 2 Peter is similar: "From Simon Peter, a servant and an apostle of Jesus Christ." First of all, these lines tell us who the letter is from. Peter, or Simon Peter to use his full name. But they also tell us more about who Peter is. He says he is a servant. He doesn't want to boss people around. He wants to help them, to teach them, to care for them, to love them. He's also an apostle. The apostles are what we call Jesus' disciples. The word means a messenger who has been sent, and Peter has been sent by Jesus. And notice that Peter calls Jesus, Jesus Christ. Christ is the name for God's special rescuing king. And so Peter is saying, I have been sent by God's special king Jesus to serve and give you a message. And then the letters tell us the things that Peter wants us to know about who Jesus is and what he has done. Today in our Kids Zone activities, we'll be thinking about these letters in a bit more detail. But for now, it's important to see that when Peter was introducing himself, the most important thing he wanted us to know was that he was a follower of Jesus. It's right there in the first lines of both of his letters. What do you want people to know about you? If you're a follower of Jesus, do you let people know? Is it one of the first things you tell them, or do you let them find out a little bit later? Sometimes we feel a bit shy to tell people that we're a Christian. Let's pray for courage to let people know who Jesus is and what he means for us.